Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and it has been a really long time since I've made a video, and I'm happy to announce that in the somewhat near future I will be returning to YouTube. So I had the opportunity to actually make this video, so I wanted to go ahead and give important updates and announcements regarding my channel. So I'll start talking a little bit about what has been going on and then shift to the future and my return to YouTube. First off, I do want to thank everyone for their continued support even when I haven't made a video or streamed in nearly a year now, which is a really long time. A lot has happened since then. So with my channel still going strong and seeing subscribers and views still up with no videos is nice because I always did plan on returning to making content at least eventually. Moving on to share what has been going on, first of all, I have been fine and healthy, so nothing related to that, but I recently finished my undergraduate schooling and shortly before that moved into a situation where I just couldn't really feasibly record or make videos. You might have seen I attempted a stream or two during that time, but it didn't really work out well. So that was just an unfortunate circumstance. But keeping that short to move on to more exciting news, which is my return to YouTube and making the usual content seen for my channel. Until recently, I did not have really completely set in stone plans for where my life would be later this year. But recently I have had some good news and plan to start graduate school where I expect to be able to make video content again. A lot with that is still uncertain at this point actually, but once I am actually moved and things settle in a little bit more, we will know more in terms of how much content to expect and how frequently. But I do honestly think it might be fairly busy, and that means content could be a little bit less than what I used to have. For the time frame of things, I plan to move in the middle of August of 2020 this year. Maybe a week or so after that I could potentially work on content, at least that's what I'm thinking right now. I would recommend following my Twitter for more updates, which is linked below in the description. But for now I will shift to talk a little bit about what content I do plan to make, especially for people who may be newer to my channel and have only seen about 0 new videos. First off, my main game is still Lord of the Rings Online. While I did take a break from the game, I have recently returned, and when I do get back to my channel, I still plan to do LOTRO related content. So with that, I am still playing on the legendary server of Anor with my Mithril League kinship. After a break from the game, like I just said, I returned to these servers as they were already up to Rohan. I have been enjoying running in-game and doing low-level content on my alts on that server, so with the kinship, we also have a lower level progression group that at the time of at least making this update was finishing up with Shadows of Angmar content. So I know the legendary servers have been generally less popular due to a few reasons, but I do plan to still play there, and for a lot of my content, I don't even think it really matters what server I'm actually on since they still have all the same things in the game and have all the same lower level stuff at least, which I make a lot of videos on low levels. So otherwise I do hope to feature my kinship in videos as I used to, especially raiding with them. But for Arkenstone, my main regular server, I haven't actually played there much since finishing up questing in Vales of Anduin, which was quite a while ago. So I'll talk more about this in a planned future video, but I kind of lost motivation to play LOTRO in general, and then when I did finally return, I was having most fun with my kinship on Anor as I expected. But with all that, I am excited to return to Arkenstone eventually to explore some of the higher level stuff and work towards the new in-game content over there with you all with streams and stuff like that. But from what I have seen, there's a lot of things I'll actually be looking forward to with new features from Minas Morgul and just newer stuff from the expansion. As far as more general content goes, I would say basically everything I used to do I expect to return to. At least right now I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. And that includes stuff like patch note overviews and reviews, exploring class changes, detailing new mechanics and systems in the game. I enjoyed all that sort of review type stuff. And I could also return to making some class guides. A lot of those I felt like I was getting towards a point where they were finishing and there weren't many class changes, but I still, at least for like leveling builds, didn't get to nearly all the classes or specs, but I try to focus on ones I actually know more and understand so I don't share bad information. But the whole point here is I could eventually return to some of those and maybe make more updated ones. Moving on to more series-based content like full zone completions and let's plays, those type of things will return. And that's about all I can think of that I used to do. But I think that's a good point to go ahead and wrap up this video. There will be exciting times coming for the future that I'm really looking forward to with my channel. Again, I do want to thank everyone for their continued support as we slowly make our way to that future, and I hope you all can stick with me just a little bit longer and enjoy the content when I do finally return. For now though, thanks for watching.